Guarantee you're gonna wanna leave with me. I got that la 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 la. Pull up, pull up, pull up.
Hi guys, it's Kelsey here. So today I'm going to be filming a fall inspired makeup tutorial for you guys. And at first I wasn't going to film one. I was going to wait like a couple of weeks to film one. But it is officially fall, even though it does not feel like it here in Georgia. That's why I wasn't really that inspired to do one. But when I was looking at some looks on Pinterest, then I started to get inspired. Yeah, we're just going to completely forget that it's 80 degrees outside in Georgia. Also today I'm going to be using my Jaclyn Hill palette. I haven't used this on camera yet. Kendra got it for me maybe like a month ago, I think, because I didn't get a chance to get it the first time that it came out because it was sold out so fast. So I finally got it, and I'm going to be using this palette only today. So because it has so many colors in it, so I just decided just to use this today. And by the way, I'm just putting on some of this Mentha Lip Shine. This is the Peppermint from Bath & Body Works. I think they still sell these. Well, they're getting rid of them because I think they're going to be discontinued soon. So if you can get your hands on these, I highly recommend them because they're so moisturizing, and they kind of taste good too because of the peppermint. But yeah, I love these Bath & Body Works like lip balms. But first I'm going to just go ahead and do my face makeup. Well, not all of my face makeup. I'm just going to go ahead and do my foundation before I start on the eyes. So I'm just going to quickly prime my face with my Tarte Clean Slate Poreless 12-Hour Perfecting Primer. And I've already done my brows before I started filming, and I just used my Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit. So I highly recommend this primer if you have oily skin. I think I've used it in a tutorial before, maybe like sometime last year. I think I used it in like an everyday makeup tutorial, like easy everyday makeup, if I can remember correctly. But yeah, I really like this primer a lot. It is silicone based. Some people don't like that, but I like it because it does a great job at filling in pores. That's why it's poreless primer. It says poreless on the side, and I really like that about it. And then for foundation, I'm just going to use my Fenty Beauty foundation, which I have been using so much lately because I'm so obsessed with this foundation. And I'm in the color 440, so I've just been using this foundation a lot. I have so many foundations, but whenever I have a new one that I really like, I just tend to reach for that one the most. So I'm just going to be using this one today. And plus I also like using this foundation because I don't have to use a powder, like a finishing powder. I just use my translucent powder and then I'm good to go. Because this is a matte finish, so I don't even have to go in with, you know, any extra powder or anything. I can just do my translucent powder and then throw in some bronzer, and that's it. So it helps me skip an extra step, so that's why I like this as well too. And by the way, you guys know we already did a Fenty Beauty review, so that's already up on our channel. And I've also been obsessing over the sponge as well. I'm just going to be going in with my Fenty Beauty sponge, which I am like super obsessed with. And it's super easy to clean too. I've actually been cleaning all my brushes and sponges with Dawn dish soap, like dishwashing liquid. And it like gets all of them like super duper clean. So this shade does have an orange undertone compared to the rest of my skin, but I'm starting to get my color back, so this is more of my tan shade from when I was tan. But I'm getting my regular color back now, as you can see. But I still really like the foundation. A few of you guys recommended to me to try the color 420, I think. A few of you guys recommended that another color to us for when we weren't tan, so I might try that color to see how I like it for my like fall and winter shade. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the face, but now I'm just gonna move on to the eyes. I'll just go ahead and show you the palette. I'm sure most of you guys have already seen this palette, but yeah, I've used it like 4 or 5 times already, so I've kind of already dabbled in some of these colors, which are extremely pretty and very pigmented and just really soft in texture. These are really good shades. So first I'm just gonna prime my eye with my MAC Paint Pot and Soft Ochre. So I always prefer paint pots over like a primer potion or like any other kind of eyeshadow primer. Like I'm not really into those like oily based eyeshadow primers. I like something that leaves like a base color so that the eyeshadows that I'm applying pop more. So I'm going to be using 2 different blending brushes today because I'm going to be using 2 different blending shades. So I'm just going to be using my Morphe G17 blending brush as well as my MAC 224 brush. So yeah. By the way, I've just now started using MAC brushes like the past month because I got some when Kendra and I were in New York, and I just fell in love with them. I don't know why it took me so long to get MAC brushes. I was just late to the party, I guess. But this MAC 224 is like highly recommended. Like, I love that brush. Also, I really like the MAC 212, which I'm going to be using today too. It's like a fluffy brush as well, but it's more like tapered and flat on the edge. So yeah. But first I'm just going to use my G17 by Morphe and go into this color on the end right here. It's like a mustard color. Yeah, it's like a mustard shade. It kind of looks like Chickadee by Makeup Geek, but a little lighter to me. So I'm just going to go in my crease with that first. Yeah, I didn't realize how much like I was getting my regular color back because I've been using all my like darker foundations lately until I put on my darker foundation, and I really don't have much of a tan anymore. By the way, I mean tan from vacation. I don't tan, like I don't self tan, but I mean like the tan I got from vacation, y'all know. I'm just clarifying just in case people didn't know where my tan came from. So yeah, a natural tan from the sun, people. So yeah, this is a really nice color. It's like great for transitioning, just to throw in your crease first so that all your other colors blend out nicely as well. Because I wouldn't recommend going right in with like one of the darker colors. I always start with a transitional shade first and then start building up your colors from there. So yeah, you don't want to go right in with like a chocolate brown and think you're going to blend that out and it's going to look good. You want to go in with something lighter and softer first because it's going to create a nice dimension and it's going to be way easier to blend out. So yeah. So now I'm just going to go into this middle color right here. It's like a nice burnt orange, I guess. Like a neutral burnt orange. I guess that's how I would describe it. So just going to go in with that. Then blend that in the same area that I was blending the other color in. So next I'm just going to take the MAC 217 brush and I'm going to go in with this super red brick color right here. Kind of looks like Red Brick by MAC. I think that's the name of the color. Could be wrong. But I'm just going to go into my crease with that as well. But more closer to like the lid area and into the crease a little bit as well. Like the deeper part of the crease. Hope that makes sense. So now I'm going to go into the crease again. I know I'm applying a lot of shades, but trying to create a certain look here. So sometimes when you want to create a certain look, you have to go in with numerous like shades in the crease to kind of like build like layers of dimension. I have skin peeling on my face because when I got a facial, I got like a folic acid peel. It's like the sensitive skin version of the chemical peel for people with sensitive skin. So yeah, that's kind of annoying. Okay, so now I'm just going to take like a more tapered brush, like a pointy tapered brush. I don't remember where this is from because the name is wiped off, but it's just like a pointy tapered brush. And I'm just going to go in with this like chocolate brown over here, right here. I'm just going to mix it with the color directly next to it, which is a deeper chocolate brown with more of a warm undertone. No, cool undertone. Yeah. So basically I'm just going to mix these two chocolate brown colors and I'm just going to go deep into my crease. By the way, I've never used these two colors before, so I'm hoping they look good. I've used the other colors that I just used before though. Just going to go halfway. I'm not going to go all the way in like I did with the other colors. Just on the outside. So I'm just going to take a little bit at a time and then just build it up because it is a darker shade, so you don't want to do too much at first. It looks more plum on the eye a little bit. I wish it was more like chocolatey rich, if you know what I mean. And less of a purple undertone. I mean, it's still pretty, but it's not what I had in mind. Maybe it's coming up purple because I'm mixing it with what's already in my crease. Maybe that's why. And then for the brow bone color, I'm just going to take this e.l.f. C brush. It's like an old elf brush. It's just like kind of a little bit fat at the end. I'm just going to go in with this color right here, the third color from the first transition color that I applied. So that color. It's so much easier when eyeshadows have names. These have names, but I have no idea what I did with the paper that came with this palette. Yeah, they have names, but they're not on the palette. So for the lid color, I'm thinking about going in with this color. It's like a shimmery, I don't even know how to describe it, shimmery bronze, like a shimmery bronzy shade. I'm just going to take a flat BH Cosmetics brush to apply that. And I'm not going to use any Fix Plus. I'm just going to go in with the shade right on the brush. No Fix Plus. Well, that's pretty. Yeah, this is like, oh, I can't even describe this shade because it's so different. It's pretty though. Very fall. Yeah, this is really pigmented and you don't need any Fix Plus for these shades. Well, for this one anyway. Goes on really nicely. Okay, so now I'm just going to be going back to the face and I'm going to apply my concealer. And I'm going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And I recently got this and I'm obsessed with it. I'm also late to the party on this concealer. Only because every time Kendra and I went into Ulta, they didn't have our color. And Kendra finally ordered them online and I'm in the shade Deep. So I'm obsessed with this concealer. I love how fat this packaging is. Like, this is going to last me a long time. So I like that it also has a really fat doe foot applicator to match the nice big packaging. It gives really nice coverage. I've used this a few times already. And I really like the formulation of this. It's nice and creamy. It's not too thick either. So I like that as well. And I also like that it doesn't like dry super fast. So I'm just going to go back in with my Fenty Beauty sponge and blend that out. So now I'm just going to set my concealer with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. Okay, so since I told you guys that the Fenty Beauty foundation dries matte, that I don't like using a powder with this, but this just saves me an extra step because sometimes I don't want to apply my Makeup Forever Dual Matte Powder. It's just an extra step. So now since I use the foundation, I just go right into bronzing and highlighting my face. And I'm going to be using the KKW Beauty bronzing palette, well, powder contour and highlight kit. And this is of course in the color dark/deep dark. So this is the darkest shade I think that it comes in. And I actually really like this. I've been using this for like past 3 weeks I think. And I actually really like it. The packaging is really nice and it has a nice big mirror right here. So you can use this for traveling and it's just really convenient because it has 2 highlighter shades and 2 bronzing shades. However, I don't use this one just because it doesn't do anything for me. I really like this warm shade right here. I go for this one every time I pick up this palette. So this is a really pretty shade and I love this highlighter shade over here. So I'm just going to be using these 2. Sometimes I use this highlighter. I'll mix it with this one, but these 2 are my favorite 2 shades in this palette. So this warm shade and then this highlighter up here is like a bronzy shade. It kind of reminds me of, I can't remember my favorite color in the Sun Dip palette by Anastasia, but it reminds me of one of the shades in there that I use a lot. But first I'm just going to bronze my face up. I'm going to be using the MAC 168 brush, which is great for bronzing. So I'm just going to be going into this color and then tapping it off the excess. So yeah, so I really like this color a lot. It's just really nice. Just bring some life back into my face. I didn't try her, what's the name? The contour sticks, because you guys know I don't cream contour. And then I'm just going to go in the highlighter shade right here. And I'm going to be using my Anastasia A23 brush. I do use the brush that it came with sometimes. And it works just fine, but I just prefer these brushes that I'm using. So yeah, this is just a really nice highlight that you can use for every day or if you're going out. I just feel like it's very versatile because you can build it up. So yeah, it's a really pretty highlight. Okay, so now I'm just going to finish the eyes by applying some liner and lashes. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my bottom liner first. I'm just gonna be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dark Side Waterproof Eyeliner. This is a fresh one, a new one, because my old one is like pretty much gone. I can't even roll it up anymore, so I ordered a new one. This is like my favorite eyeliner, well, my favorite high-end eyeliner. Okay, then of course I'm just gonna go in with the shades that I used on my crease underneath to make the look more complete. But I'm also gonna be applying liquid liner, so I should probably do that first. Yeah, I'll go ahead and apply my liquid liner first, then the shades underneath. Oh, by the way, I just used the Balm Swing liquid liner. I think I mentioned this in a favorites, like, was it last year? I don't even remember, but I love that liquid liner. Okay, now I'm just gonna go in with the colors that I just used on my crease. I'm just gonna mix all of them, honestly, and then throw them under there. And I'm gonna be using another BH Cosmetics brush. It's like fluffy at the tip, but then it looks like flat on the bottom. I'm so bad at describing brushes. That's why they need to engrave the names in them better. So, because I mean, it's kind of hard to describe them. That's why they have numbers. Most brushes have numbers. So yeah, I'm just gonna go back in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm just gonna go in with the tapered brush again with I'm just gonna go in with the one on the end that I applied in my crease. I'm gonna go in with that a little bit on the edge. Okay, so now I'm just gonna apply my lashes, and I'm gonna be using these Kiss lashes and 08 So Wispy. I got them from the beauty supply store. So yeah, I like these. But I still prefer Ardell lashes over Kiss lashes, just in case you guys are wondering. And also I like Salon Perfect too. So, but I mean, Kiss, they're still good lashes, but if you want to know what I preferred, I do prefer Ardell and Salon Perfect. Okay guys, so I put my lashes on and I applied some mascara, and I just used my L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. So now I'm just going to finish off with the lips, and for lips I'm going to be using a Kylie Lip Kit, and I chose this color because it's very, very fall. I haven't worn it all summer just because I feel like it's a fall color, and this is Love Bite. So I'm just going to apply that. And I'm just going to apply a little bit of Crucifix on the perimeter of my lips just to deepen it a little bit more. And by the way, Crucifix is by Kat Von D. So yeah, I really like these retractable lip pencils by her because they're just so convenient, because I hate sharpening. So yeah, I love, love, love these. So yeah, that completes this fall inspired makeup look. I had an idea of what I wanted to do when I started, but it ended up being something completely different. Well, the eye look did. I did know I wanted to use this lip color, but the eye look turned out to be a little different because I used a couple of colors I never used before in the Jaclyn Hill palette, but I still like it. And Kendra and I will be thinking of more fall looks to do for you guys coming up, because you guys know fall is mine and Kendra's favorite season because we are fall babies. So shout out to all the fall babies out there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see y'all next time.